Hey guys! So it is the 10th anniversary of my YouTube channel. I can't believe I've been making videos for this long, but I really appreciate the support. I have a few big plans for the anniversary that I will release throughout September, including every Paper Mario reference and the most unhinged Nintendo endings. But I am going to kick this off by reacting to 10 of my older videos. And when I mean older, I mean at least 5 years old. So the first 5 years of my channel, between 2015 and 2020. There are some pretty crazy videos in here, but I'm going to start off with something fairly grounded, which is the top 7 Nintendo Switch games from spring 2018. And I also have this playlist in a random order. I know what videos are going to show up here, but I don't know when each of them is going to show up. So I might be surprised a little bit here, but let's see what 14-year-old Reecee has to say about Nintendo Switch games.
Hey guys, and welcome to an amazing
Voice is a little quiet, but guess that's okay.
Top 7 Nintendo.
What is up with this quality here? Like, I think I already knew how to get higher quality trailer footage, but like, this is just horrid. This is supposed to be a 720p video.
Let's get started.
Mario plus Rabbids at the bottom. That's kind of harsh, because, I mean, keep in mind, there weren't many Switch games out at the time. So, having this at the bottom is just a little disappointing, I would say. Is this below Star Allies? That would be insane if it was. And also, with this quality here, it kind of gets even worse. Because I was recording with, like, an SD capture card, like a basically using the component cables, so that's why it looks like it was something recorded in 2005.
Mario plus Rabbids is actually a really cool game.
At least I'm positive about it, at the very least.
A mixture of an RPG and a strategy game.
And picked up on the fact that it's still technically an RPG, because I will stand by the fact that the Mario plus Rabbids games are RPGs, and Mario RPGs. They just have strategy elements, and they're kind of like a mixture of genres.
So Mario and his buddies get together and, yeah.
Did I
Like, there's like a collision.
did I forget what to say? The Mario Wiki is right there. I have been using the Mario Wiki since 2011. I remember printing out Mario art, like new Super Mario Bros. Articles as a kid. You should know about the Mario Wiki. I still look at the Mario Wiki if I need to know something. There's nothing wrong with it. Just have it up as a reference. Or write a script.
It ends up kind of mixing things together with Rabbids, and then you have to try to...
At least I didn't, like, crap on the Rabbids. Because that is just low-hanging fruit.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. I do recommend it. Kirby Star Allies.
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me, younger Reecee. This is insane. This is crazy. This is crazy. Putting Star Allies above Kingdom Battle. I don't know what you were thinking. I don't know what you were on. This is just insane. Like, I mean, I liked Star Allies at the time. Okay, I'll just let myself cook a little bit.
It's an easy game.
Okay, I was right. It is very easy. I did kind of pick up on that at the time.
You always have like a really fun time when you're playing.
Okay, fair. Fair. I mean, it's kind of a mid-Kirby game by today's standards, but like, I guess it's still fun. It does have a lot of fun things to offer.
None of it's frustrating, not even the...
Okay, there is the Soul Melter, though, younger Reecee. I know you want to kind of go on about how easy it is, which is true. It is a very easy campaign here, but there is the Soul Melter, so there are some hard things. Oh, I think I did mention that. Extra modes are a little frustrating. The thing about this, the thing is about Star Allies, is that it's not a bad game, but it just has really empty level design. It's like New Super Mario Bros. Wii on steroids with just how empty everything is. It really just feels weird for Kirby.
Yeah, Kirby has friends this time. Little hearts, edit enemy.
You could have a companion like enemy ever since like Kirby Superstar. I mean, I know they flesh out the mechanic more here, but you should have at least referenced that.
And they become your friend. So Kirby, you can get some friends together and destroy. I'm not gonna spoil the final.
Okay, fair that you wouldn't spoil it at the time. But you could have at least mentioned like Jam Bastion or the Jamba Heart or the Three Mage Sisters. That's not like a big spoiler.
Um, there's Highness that you have to defeat.
Okay, was Highness like shown early in the game? I don't remember. It's been so long since I played this. I'm not sure if that was considered a spoiler or not.
Yeah, but there is something after that. I am not gonna spoil it at all.
Okay, at least I acknowledge that the ending was good because the ending of Star Allies is good. It is very good.
It is
I will give it that. Okay, Splatoon 2.
Splatoon 2, in my opinion, is the best.
That's about fair. I'm not sure what games are above this, but yeah, I would say this. I would say, like from, I'm guessing just thinking about like all the games that released at this time. I guess that's kind of fair.
PSs and stuff like that, because there really isn't many options for Nintendo fans. So
Oh, I was just saying there are not many options for shooters for Nintendo fans. I mean, you had Call of Duty on the Wii and Wii U. I mean, there were some things. I mean, I guess it's because I was like 14 and didn't really delve into too much outside of Nintendo.
that's why we started getting Splatoon, made by Nintendo, which came out.
And I mean, you gotta understand that some Nintendo fans also play games on PC or have another console. I know plenty of Nintendo fans who have like a PS4 or PS5 as well.
2015. I actually originally.
So it's kind of funny to see 14-year-old me act like all Nintendo fans are in a bubble. Maybe it's because I didn't really. I mean, I did use some social media at the time, but like not as much as I do now. I mean, that's kind of a good thing actually. I was kind of a little more offline then,
Get the first game, so I
even though I was a little ignorant.
And the second game, I suppose, is a lot better than the first because there's a lot more.
It is. It is because I have played the first game by now.
It's amazing because you get to like shoot ink around on a turf war, and it's
Wow, that's almost it's almost like that's the entire point of the game.
really interesting, and I definitely recommend it. It is an online game, so you're gonna have to buy the Nintendo Online when it comes out in September.
Wow, this was before Nintendo Switch Online released. That's pretty interesting.
So yeah, that is pretty cool. Oh,
Because yeah, Nintendo actually rightfully offered online for free at this time. It's kind of crazy how they like had it for free at first and then they started like paywalling it.
to mention the cool salmon run mode that was added to this new game as a new feature. And
Okay, at least I go into the details of like different things, different modes like Salmon
they
Run.
put out updates. So yeah, pretty cool. Mario.
Okay. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, Odyssey, Breath of the Wild would be above this. Not sure. I'm just kind of forgetting like what would be. I'll just see, but fourth for Mario Kart kind of seems a little low for like me at that time. I think I would rank it a little higher, honestly. Like if I just had this batch of games.
Is adding on to one of the best Mario Kart games ever, Mario Kart 8.
I mean, nowadays I would say Wii U Mario Kart 8 definitely is not even close to the best Mario Kart game. 8 Deluxe is my favorite Mario Kart game, but like I don't know. I was just kind of naive.
Considered a classic. Well, probably the deluxes, because millions more bought it. Well, it's actually
Lots of millions more bought it.
PlayStation
Billions will play Mario Kart. If you get that reference.
the original version. and it is really cool. I believe 48 tracks, and a bunch of battle tracks too. There's new battle mode.
Okay, at least I bring up the battle mode.
And it is an online game.
I didn't bring interestingly didn't bring up the fact that battle mode was just awful on the Wii U. I don't know.
It has amazing controls, ton of power-ups. It is actually
Power-ups. That's an interesting way, or an interesting thing to call items. I don't know.
Really fun game, and I recommend it. There are a ton of characters, and
I'm just thinking, what did I, other than Breath of the Wild and Odyssey, what did I put above this?
explore. So yeah, check that out if you get a chance to.
Oh, okay, Tropical Freeze. Okay, that's fair. Even though I don't necessarily agree nowadays because of all the updates and content that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe got with like booster course pass and everything. This is fair. This is fair at the time. This is absolutely fair because Tropical Freeze, I would say, is one of the best 2D platformers of all time. So, based 2018 Reecee.
Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze actually just came out on the Switch.
Okay, so I did this like right around the time it's released, so that's pretty interesting.
Not too long ago, but it is awesome. I didn't get it on the Wii.
Based Reecee.
But this is my
I don't know why I didn't get it on the Wii U, because I had a Wii U when this came out. Or, well, when the Wii U version came out. And I did play Donkey Kong Country Returns around the time that game came out. So, I don't know why I skipped the Wii U release. At least I have it on Switch now.
And it is amazing. It is way better than the Returns, which was
Way better than Returns? I don't know. I mean, it definitely is a step up from Returns, but I wouldn't be too harsh on Returns.
This game is outstanding. This was basically like the Breath of the Wild or the Mario Odyssey of Donkey Kong.
The Mario Odyssey or Breath of the Wild of Donkey Kong. That is a very interesting statement nowadays. Like, in retrospect, now that we have Bonanza, because Bonanza is basically the Mario Odyssey / Breath of the Wild of Donkey Kong. I don't know why I said it for this game. Maybe because, like, in terms of quality, it's on that level. I mean, I would kind of agree. It is kind of, like, on that quality, I would say, because it is a very well-designed 2D platformer. But I don't know. It's that it doesn't really reinvent itself like Mario Odyssey or Breath of the Wild. So that is kind of a bit of a weird description. But
they didn't
whatever.
When this game came out in 2014. But the new re-release of it with Funky Mode is actually pretty cool.
It's just an easy mode. Did you not pick up on that? It is just an easy mode.
I haven't played the Funky Mode yet
because you're playing the normal mode that you should play. Nothing against Funky. Nothing against Funky. Funky's one of the best Donkey Kong characters, but it's still an easy mode.
Classic mode first, but it is a little difficult. There is some challenge.
Yeah, that's true. It is a little difficult.
Not the hardest game ever, but definitely not the easiest game.
That's fair. That's kind of how I describe it nowadays.
But that's what the store is for, where you can buy something.
The store. Well, that's what the store. I don't even use the store now. I just kind of like just kind of go through the levels. Like I don't really need any extra upgrades.
The level designs. Just like
good. Mention the level design. I think I said the music too.
Jumping off different platforms that are moving.
Wow, what a novel concept! Jumping off platforms that are moving. That's almost like every other 2D platformer ever.
It's really cool. Art style is amazing.
Okay, true. Okay, I still agree with like Mario Odyssey being above Breath of the Wild, but
Zelda.
This is what I expected.
Took my breath away, literally.
Ha ha ha.
You get the pun. But Breath of the Wild. Why it's not my number one, I'll explain when I'm on the number one. But this game is
I mean, like you'd assume so. I don't know why to reiterate that.
Open world that is literally miles wide. You can explore mountains and caves and forests and jungles and tundras and all.
Okay, am I just gonna list all the biomes here, or actually, like, say something about this game?
Get all the four divine beasts and fight off Calamity Ganon and the Hyrule Castle. You can experience life in that game. It's filled with life. You could like.
Okay, that's a fair description.
Hyrule and just experience.
It's full of life. I would say so.
You can, like, cook food and craft.
Oh, audio mixing. Audio mixing.
It is amazing. That game has amazing music and graphics and awesome art style. This game is ahead of its time. Even though
Ahead of its time? Kinda. A little bit. I mean, there were other open world games before. Well designed? Absolutely. One of the best games of all time? I still stand by that. But ahead of its time? Some ways, yes. Other ways, it's kind of on par with the time. And it's kind of funny saying ahead of its time, only 1 year after the fact. Okay, let's see what honorable... Okay, games that are below Star Allies. Let's see what games I thought were worse than Star Allies.
Oh, it is time for some honorable mentions before we hit number 1.
Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania below Star Allies. I would put this above Kingdom Battle too. Snipper. Okay. Fair. Skyrim below Star Allies. Skyrim. I put Skyrim below Star Allies. What was I thinking?
Super Mario Odyssey.
Okay, that was expected.
Number 1 on this list because
I already knew this was going to be number 1 even before I started watching.
slightly better game than Breath of the Wild. So
I think it's better than Tears of the Kingdom too.
because it has a ton of replayability with all of its moons and its multiple worlds. It really
And I did defend the fact that this game has a ton of moons, and I still do.
And we haven't seen anything like this in a Mario game. Even
Okay, I think I was talking about the settings more so than like the actual game design, because I mean, yeah, obviously we have seen stuff like in Mario 64, but I think I was referring to like New Donk City, Mario kind of going into a realistic city and stuff, like in some of these unique locations. In fighting a realistic dragon, I think that's what I meant by like different than anything we've seen before.
like this since Super Mario Galaxy 2, I believe, 8 years ago.
Okay, I think I was saying like since Galaxy 2, since that was the last time we actually got like a kind of a bombastic, grand 3D Mario. 3D World was amazing, but like I guess this was the first time since Galaxy 2 that we kind of got a big, grand scale 3D Mario game. It's kind of crazy hearing like, oh, Galaxy 2 was 8 years ago. Like just as if it was like a game that wasn't released that long ago. That's kind of funny, honestly.
This is blowing me away.
I like how the 1 is still on the screen. I forgot to edit that out.
Many more power-ups, with this time being in the form of enemies that you have to capture using Cappy, and tons of little puzzles hidden throughout the game. That
Fair.
You can, like, collect more moons, and then you
Good
can
description.
talk Bowser. The story mode is the full story is short, but
Just say the main campaign was short. I don't know why I had to stumble over my words so much. That's what a script, or at least an outline, is for.
To 100% the game and all the coins you need to collect.
I think I did have an outline for this at the very least.
That is amazing. And there's even new DLC, free DLC, coming out every month.
Yeah, that was cool that they did that.
Costumes, and hopefully there's like a new world and a paid DLC.
Cope. That totally ended up happening.
Check this game out, because it is amazing.
Okay. I think that's just the outro here, so I'll move on to the next video. Okay, so we have Reecee the series. This was basically a knockoff of Scott the Woz that I did back at the beginning of 2019. There are only 4 episodes, but this is the first one here. So like a little intro going over my collection. I like how you can see the light from my router glowing in the background. Oh, okay, it's actually visible. I don't know why I didn't move that out of the way. It kind of looks kind of funny.
3DS, a system that will refuse to die even in the Ultra HD world of 2019. It is
the far-off year of 2019. Yeah, I kind of made like a lot of videos at this time, like saying that the 3DS is dead, the 3DS refuses to die, stuff like that, or like even like sad. No, I mean, it was kind of like sad, honestly. Like the crying Mario face. 3DS is over, like stuff like that.
many games spanning from the amazing A Link Between Worlds,
Okay, based.
painfully average New Super Mario Bros. 2,
Fair.
and Chibi Robo Ziplash. Let's just say that game is absolute trash.
You're the Scott the Woz ripoff here. It's not even subtle. It's not even subtle. You could have at least chose like, I mean, I know Sticker Star has been like slandered to death. That would just be beating a dead horse, but still, at least it wouldn't literally just be Scott the Woz's bit.
Let's learn a bit more about the 3DS by going back in time in our time machine.
We're going back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get the 3DS on the menu.
Let's get started. The year is 2009, and the DS is wildly popular.
Okay.
And the 3D TV cruise is growing in popularity.
Did I get 2009 from like just an estimate of when the 3DS like started production or development? Because I assume it would have been developed a little before that because it was revealed in 2010. I don't know.
I remember going into a TV store like Target or Costco, and I was like, really? HD is good enough, but yeah, whatever. It's a trend,
No, I thought it was cool because I was 5 years old in 2009.
I guess. So Nintendo decided to use 3D in their...
I don't even think I knew what HD was when I was 5. I mean, I think I knew what 3D was. But do you really think you knew what HD was when you were 5? It's
the next variation of the DS. The 3DS. So the 3DS was announced in 2010 at E3 of 2000.
E3 2010 reference, absolute cinema. Because the Paper Mario thing.
The console was revealed with a few games such as Animal Crossing New Leaf, Kid Icarus, Legend of Zelda,
Say it, Paper Mario.
Green of Time 3D, Mario Kart, which is now known as Mario Kart 7.
Say it.
Paper Mario.
He said it! He said the thing! Paper Mario E3 2010 acknowledgement in 2019!
Pilot Wings Resort, and a few others. Mii Maker Virtual
I'm kinda happy that I did mention it here at least.
Street Pass and Spot Pass were
Also, I like how my Wii U is just lodged into like one of the like little things you stick paper in on the desk. Like it's not even hooked up to anything. I just wasn't using it.
revealed later on. So now the system was more like a Wii with 3D capabilities, rather than a DS with 3D. The 3DS launched in March of 2011, and the amount of launch titles was very lackluster, including only 6 titles. Super Street Fighter.
Okay, that was a bit of a pause.
Pilot Wings Resort, Nintendogs Plus Cats, Steel Diver, The Sims 3.
Okay, this was a fully scripted video. I feel like it would have been fair to at least edit in like the footage of those games while I was talking about them. I don't know.
And the price was pretty
Just me being a bit lazy at the time.
Being priced at $349.99 US dollars. But later on, the price
At least I corrected myself there.
$169.99 US dollars.
Talk about the ambassador program.
adopters of the 3DS, which didn't really get that much out of their money, were given free GBA games. So,
Okay.
And to be honest, I think they should have added those games to the 3DS eShop.
True. They should have. That was so stupid that they didn't add those games like after the fact. I mean, they were given the free to the people in that ambassador program, but they should at least like allowed people to buy those. It was just weird.
3DS got many revisions, such as the 3DS XL in 2012, the 3DS, many different versions and revisions of the 3DS, such as the...
Wait. I think I like accidentally stopped on one take, then recorded another take, and forgot to edit out like the part where I stopped on the last take. So I kind of like repeated myself here. Oh, and you gotta love this like amazing quality for a 2019 video.
In 2012, the 2DS in 2015.
Okay, that's at least a little better.
The new 3DS XL in 2015, and finally the Super Duper Ultra New HD, even though it's 360p, Extreme 5DS XXX.
Is it 360p? I don't know. I mean that was kind of the joke. That it kind of rhymed, but
L in 2020. So today in 2019.
Wait. In 2020? Hold on. Did I say in 2020?
5DS XXXXL in 2020.
Okay. That was just a joke there. Sorry. I just like I thought it was talking about the new 2DS XL, and I thought it was just making a joke about that name, and like just said it released in 2020 because I didn't mention it before.
2015, and finally the Super Duper Ultra New HD.
Okay, like if you were gonna make that joke, at least say the new 2DS XL first. Because I thought you were saying that, I thought you were implying that the new 2DS XL, or I thought I was implying that the new 2DS XL released in 2020. But I was just making a joke there.
It's 360p Extreme 5DS XXXXL in 2020.
Yeah, because I get,
in
yeah,
2019,
I was just kind of like...
Nintendo is still trying to support almost a 10-year-old system.
That is true, they were still supporting it in 2019, which was crazy.
Even today, like every 27 minutes to be exact, and, well, why exactly? Well, one of the reasons is it's catering to a very, very young audience.
Okay, at least I picked up on that at the time.
Younger than the actual system itself, and the problem.
Also, this quality. Couldn't find a better like trailer, or
is many young kids are being introduced on tablets and the Nintendo Switch even. The 3DS also holds up because of people who are on a budget, and the system that has
modding
hundreds of amazing game for very low prices is absolutely a bargain.
This is why, past Reecee, you should have bought a new 3DS XL around this time. You just waited out, didn't get one, now it's $300. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Nearing the end of its life cycle, but it's not dead yet. Just let Nintendo decide when it will end.
I think this video was before the Bowser's Inside Story remake and Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn. So yeah, like they still were releasing games on the 3DS at this time.
Or even $21.95. So thank you guys for watching and subscribe.
Okay, let's check out the next video here. Oh, Five Nights at Spongebob's. Okay, this one is a classic. I basically found this really funny video on Scratch. I think most of you know that website. Like, it kind of teaches like programming to kids. People make like different games and animations on there. But I found one called Five Nights at Spongebob's, like a FNAF parody, and just like I thought it was so funny that I had to like record it and upload it to YouTube. But I used this horrible like software called APowerSoft that ran at like 2 frames per second on my Windows 8 gateway PC at the time. So, it, like, unintentionally gets, like, really glitchy, but it actually adds to the effect. So, this is one of the most underrated videos on this channel. Everybody, after you watch this reaction, go on Five Nights at Spongebob's and just, like, leave a like and just a random comment. Like, I just need my modern audience to know about this masterpiece. Of course, we have, like, the 2 FPS Squidward clip at the start. My intro that I totally created. the Windows Movie Maker text kind of flipping around in there. See what I mean? Like the glitched out effects. It kind of seemed like my computer was about to explode.
No, God!
Okay, it really adds to the effect.
No, God, please, no! No! No!
It kind of almost feels like a 2020s ironic meme. Like, just with how, like, poorly this is, like, being recorded. Oh no! We have the Spongebob jump scare! We have the Spongebob jump scare! Oh no! Oh no! It's Spongebob! Oh no! Oh no! It's the Spongebob jump scare!
I know of a place.
Was that the bite of 99?
Where you never get harmed. A magical place with magical
This is just this is
indoors.
This video is incredible. Everybody needs to watch this now. It's peak Reecee right here. But let's move on to the next video. Okay, we have another classic. We have another classic here. If emeralds weren't so rare, one of my old Minecraft skits, kind of based on exploding TNT, if you remember that channel. Wow. Minecraft 1.7.10. That's going back. And you can see my Windows 8 taskbar here. I had Amazon on it for some reason, even though I was like 11 years old making this. And then Internet Explorer, Windows Movie Maker. This is classic. Stole our emeralds. No, I mean, I can explain. Oh, look at my totally epic, awesome mid-2010s skin here. I'm sure if... But, okay. I'm not sure if I even did it. That is a totally normal reaction to, like, people accusing you of something. I'm not sure if I did it. I did not do this. I don't even want your stupid emeralds. Oh, and I kind of got the text here from, like, the SMG4, like, the really old SMG4 videos. I kind of, like, did it in that way. No, I think Exploding TNT did, like, a similar, like, text thing as well. I also did, like, Mario kind of things with this, too. Hey, you, go to one of Notch's randomly placed computers and get us some emeralds. Oh yeah, of course Notch is a character. When we were blissfully ignorant about how he actually was as a person. Also, I just realized that's newer Super Mario Bros. Wii music. I remember when I was younger, I like downloaded the whole soundtrack to that because like on the newer team website they have like the soundtrack available online. So that's pretty. I use it in like a lot of my old videos. You gotta love that 2 FPS gameplay. Can someone like actually count the FPS and let me know in the comments? I'm just curious. There is this computer. And the music just like stopped. And I like turned off the sound effects too. Or it's either that or I didn't even record the sound. And I had my intro is almost halfway through the video. That's kind of crazy. Oh, and my old Garfield skin. Plants vs. Zombies. Stock PNG Garfield image. World's worst. Like, you have the intro, like, almost halfway through the video. More newer Super Mario Bros. Wii music. I just put like a bunch of emeralds in like one cave. Is it like the close-up on my face? Probably gonna mine all this while you're in creative mode. Villagers are probably having a party. Thousand Year Door music, because this is like the reference to Thousand Year Door in newer Super Mario Bros. Wii. So this is technically like the first Paper Mario reference on my channel. This is awesome. I love the new update. Emeralds, emeralds, emeralds. The new village look. Just like a couple little spots where I didn't even bother to like replace the like all of the sandstone in the village with emeralds. I just like put like a couple beacons with emeralds. Just like a couple. What? Why even bother? I mean, I was 11 years old, but like, I had an interesting imagination. I mean, like, I could have done something a little more interesting than this. Sure love emeralds. Yeah, it's like the, Glitz Pit music. Okay, I think that's about all in this video, so I'm gonna move on to the next one. So the next video here is a little more familiar territory for modern Reecee, because it's about Paper Mario. This is one of my earlier Paper Mario discussions called Is Paper Mario Changing for the Better? So, well, let's see what you have to say, 2020 Reecee. I think this is before I fully played through Thousand Year Door.
Hey guys, and welcome to another discussion video, and today I will be discussing how Paper Mario the Origami King is making the Paper Mario series better as a whole.
Okay, Reecee, let's see what you have to say.
And my stance on Paper Mario is pretty neutral. I love this
I would say I'm still kind of neutral nowadays, even though I do prefer the older games.
as a whole. But the only game I really don't like in this series is Sticker Star. I like both the old and the new games.
And this is before I played Color Splash.
Features about both that I like and dislike. I don't really like Color Splash that much, but I haven't played it before, so hopefully my
I
opinion...
don't like Color Splash that much. Haven't played it before. Kind of a wild thing to say, honestly. Like, wait to say that you don't really like it until you actually play it. I actually have played Color Splash, and I don't really like it that much. But at least you could have said, like, I don't really care for how Color Splash looks. I mean, but I'll still try it. I don't know.
So, with Paper Mario the Origami King,
Or I can't judge
I feel like
Color
a
Splash.
lot of things are done right in that game. Even though there are some flaws, the game in general is really good, and it's actually my third favorite Paper Mario game.
Third favorite. This is before I played 64, so that's fair.
Behind Super Paper Mario and Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door.
This is before Thousand Year Door overtook Super Paper Mario in my Paper Mario ranking, because if you didn't know, guys, Super Paper Mario used to be my favorite Paper Mario game. And then when I fully played through Thousand Year Door, that, like, overtook Super Paper Mario. So, I mean, I guess it's fair that Origami King was in third since I haven't played 64 at this time. Because I played through it 2021.
Origami King improved many of the flaws from Sticker Star and Color Splash, mainly
True.
the disposable attacks. And the disposable attacks was one of the
Ooh, I get really big on the disposable attacks here.
features in that game that was holding it down. Yes, Origami King doesn't have EXP like those two games, but at least it's not really hurting you when you go in battle. It doesn't really affect you that much.
Okay, fair, but still, I still feel like the lack of EXP really is kind of a detriment in some areas, because I feel like you can get coins and confetti in the overworld.
Yeah, you may gain a little bit of coins or other things, confetti and Origami King, but you're not really gaining that much. There's a very little incentive to battle. I
True.
wouldn't say there's no incentive to battle.
I have to cope a little bit. Here. There isn't no incentive to battle. Come on, like it's negligible at this point. Like it's like I don't know why I had to kind of
Technically,
reiterate that there.
battling, but there is very little incentive to battle, and that's not really a problem for me. But it is kind of a problem. In Paper Mario, Color Splash, and Sticker Star, it's actually hurting you when you're in battle, because you're losing the attacks that you could use on...
Okay, I'm really hinging kind of my argument on the disposable attacks, which back then I kind of thought was the main thing people disliked about Paper Mario, which nowadays it's kind of like one very small puzzle piece in like a kind of a large thing of why people didn't like Sticker Star and Color Splash. Because for some reason, before Origami King released, I was like, hopefully it doesn't have stickers or cards. Hopefully not stickers or cards. I thought stickers and cards were like the one thing that people didn't like. But that's why I was just like coping off of the fact that Origami King didn't have them.
Or attack, or like battles that you can't flee from, or other things like that. So it's actually kind of hurting you in those games. Even though it rewards you with cards and stickers when you like defeat enemies, it's basically kind of bringing you down because you're losing attacks and you can run out of attacks.
Okay, true.
They also took out the world map in Origami King, which I mean,
okay, that is one thing that I do really like, and I even acknowledged it back then.
Bad, but I would prefer an actual interconnected world because it feels more immersive. It feels like you're actually
okay, true. That I still stand by that nowadays.
Adventure, and you're not playing a new Super Mario Bros. Game. Nothing against the new Super Mario Bros. Series. New Super Mario.
Okay, don't let Musty watch this, because I know he usually acknowledges when people worry about what people are going to say in the comments too much. Because I used to do that quite a lot. I think it's pretty funny that I said it here. Like, oh, guys, I don't hate New Super Mario Bros. I was just saying that I don't want Paper Mario to be too much like it. Don't attack me, guys.
This is my favorite 2D Mario game, but that's Paper Mario is supposed to be a story-driven, big adventure, so it shouldn't have those elements.
That's fair.
Next up, I feel like, as much as people say about the devs are not listening to people, I feel like in Origami King, they partially were. And I say partially were, because they brought back some features that were in the older Paper Mario
Kind of.
games.
I would say somewhat, but in other ways, it did kind of seem like they were a bit tone deaf.
Different ways and stuff like that, but they were a little different, but they were kind of similar to how they were in the older games. They kind of resembled how they were in Thousand Year Door, 64, or even Super Paper Mario.
What from Super Paper Mario? Like, you gotta explain that to me. Here, I want to see that Super Paper Mario explanation.
I feel like the Toad crowd system almost feels like fan service.
I really went there. I really went to the Toad crowd thing means Thousand Year Doors crowd. That was such a huge cope back then.
Not saying that's bad. That's actually kind of good if they hear what we want.
Okay, when I said if fan service was bad, I kind of meant like pandering. That's what I meant. I should have said pandering there.
Like it kind of resembles the crowd.
And I would not say that was pandering to like the older fans at all. It was either coincidental or they were just dabbling with the idea of bringing back an audience. Because I mean, they also technically had some little audience reference in Super Paper Mario when you did the stylish move. So they have brought back the idea before.
since it can interact with the battles and everything.
But it's not like the Thousand Year Door though. It's completely different. In Thousand Year Door, they like it just it just happens. You don't have to pay the audience to throw items at you. Like it I don't know. I remember back when Origami King came out, like when something like vaguely looked like something from Thousand Year Door. Since I didn't fully play through Thousand Year Door, I was like, oh, they actually are bringing back the thing from Thousand Year Door, when they really aren't.
So I do feel like the Toad crowd system is a pretty good like system in this game, since like you could use
Can we look at that gameplay for a second? Didn't even do this puzzle.
Toad crowd system is a pretty good
This is like a pretty easy puzzle too.
Like you could use it to like if you have enough coins, and then you can get coins from
Yeah, but that like the crowd system, like it completely ruins the point of actually putting any effort into the puzzles. I don't know why I didn't acknowledge that there. Oh, because like it looks like the Thousand Year Door crowd, so it's fine.
Stuff like that. So I feel like it's a pretty good feature they added, and it kind of resembles the crowd in the Thousand Year Door. I thought that was a pretty
Barely.
good. And also, like I said earlier, there's no world map, and that's probably another thing they heard fans say. So they just
Oh, why didn't I say that was something that they heard the fans say when I was talking about it though?
The interconnected worlds, and also badges are back, but they're called accessories.
No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. I'll stop you right there, past Reecee. Accessories are not badges. Accessories are a glorified easy mode. They're not badges. Because the thing is with badges are flexible. There's a lot that you could do with them. Like you could either make the game easier or harder for yourself. Accessories, on the other hand, in Origami King, it literally just makes the game easier. They're not even remotely close to badges. I mean, I guess you could say, like, oh, they're like a little thing that you can equip. Again, just superficial things that I was just comparing the Thousand Year Door at the time. Not much thought put into it. Just like, oh, that looks like something from Thousand Year Door. Therefore, they're listening. I mean, like, I would say, though, I still stand by the fact that Origami King was a step in the right direction, but I feel like I was kind of reaching, honestly, for a lot of these.
Like they increase your attack power, they like increase time, they change like the sound font in the game or different things like that.
I mean, badges do those things, but it doesn't just do those things. And you could also like, you also have a whole stat for it. It's not like it's not carved out in your menu for you to buy, and it's like permanently there. It's
the same as 64 and the 1000.
It's not the same as 64 and Thousand Year Door.
And I really like that they added it back.
I like how I confidently say 64, even though I haven't even played it at this point.
It almost feels like they're actually listening to fans.
That is cope. That is pure cope right there.
And that's actually a good sign, back to the point of Paper Mario improving in general. I feel like if they're listening...
I do stand by the fact that they were improving in general at this point, but just not in the ways I was saying here. Because, I mean, we ended up getting the Thousand Year Door remake, and I do feel like some of the things, some of the roots were there in Origami King, but just not the things that I was mentioning. Mention the partners.
Since they added some of those features, I feel like if they listen to us, like, talk about, like, bringing back EXP, a level up system, or even some more original characters, which I'll get into later, I feel like Paper Mario can continue to improve in the direction that people want it to.
Okay, I mean, I was saying then, oh, we could continue to get baby steps. Thankfully, that wasn't the case, and we got Thousand Year Door outright. But...
So next up, Tanabe was
ooh, let's see what I have to say about Tanabe.
like kind of actually being hypocritical. About
Okay, I still stand by that fact that he kind of was hypocritical, because some of the reasons I mentioned in this video aren't, like, fully what I agree with now, but I would say there are a lot of instances in Origami King where it directly goes against what he said in interviews. Like stuff like Handaconda, or because that was technically an original character, the Whispering Trees, or like I think even the Shangri-Spa Toads, I would say. But there are some instances where there's kind of like loopholes.
Paper Mario series about some of the things that they were adding in the games, because they were literally going against what he was saying, like about the like you can't modify Mario characters because like almost every single enemy you encounter in Origami King is a modified version of.
Okay, that is fair. That is fair. But at the same time, they are still using like the generic Mario designs. They didn't create any new designs with the origami characters. Unfortunately, I think it would have been cool if they did. I mean, I'm kind of mixed on that. Like, yeah, they did kind of modify the designs, but it's still a loophole, I would say. I guess they could have been added in the same way that the Legion of Stationary were.
Mario enemies. Like, they're the origami forms, which it's basically modified. They look completely different than how they do in, like, the normal Mario games and the Paper Mario games. They're, like, modified. I don't know why he's saying this. And also, like, when you go to Shogun Studios, all the enemies and Toads and everything, I know Toads, I'm not sure if that counts, but, like, all the enemies and everything are, like, wearing outfits and stuff like that.
Okay, I think the thing is with that, like, that's kind of my point that I'm not sure if I make it in this video, but I've made it in, like, some tweets in the past, with, like, the fact that they kind of create scenarios where they'd have to have outfits. That's kind of, like, one of the reasons why I think like some of the artists and devs were like making loopholes to actually create like some new designs and interesting characters.
And it just like it doesn't make any sense. Like there's like multiple instances in this game where they're actually changing up like the characters and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and also,
I
think they
kind of
said
agree
about,
with
like,
that
the
general
anime story
sentiment.
in the Paper Mario games, but that's clearly a lie because like there's actually a decently engaging story in Origami King.
Not as good as Super, but I would say it's a decent story.
So it's not as good.
Some people love it, but I'm kind of in the middle where it's like it's a decently good Paper Mario story. Nothing to write home about, but it still does the job, and I still like a lot of aspects of it. It has really good moment-to-moment scenarios. Not like an amazing overarching story, but I still kind of liked it.
As like Thousand Year Door are definitely not as good as Super Paper Mario, but I feel like it's pretty engaging compared to Color Splash and Sticker Star. I kind of feel like some of these like remarks and comments about Paper Mario from Tanabe were like basically what he was doing during the early development of Origami King.
That's fair.
And Color Splash.
That's actually interesting, because I do think a lot of things from Origami King like were added late in development, like the partners kind of being a little more fleshed out. I mean, they're not that fleshed out, but like the partners actually being in battle, Pandaconda, Whispering Trees. I think a lot of that stuff was added late in development, honestly, because it does kind of seem to be pushing a little forward of what Color Splash did. So
stuff like that. It really doesn't feel like he was actually saying that about the full development of the game. Which, like, I don't know why he was saying a lot of these things. It doesn't really make any sense, and we'll just have to see.
But because he has a big ego,
and like I feel like that was kind of the case. What he was saying kind of worked for like Color Splash and Sticker Star, but not necessarily Origami King. Origami King feels a lot different. And next up,
it still does have Color Splash's DNA. To be fair, though,
Mario series is starting to improve its characters, and like, you know, I feel like there's a lot of connection between the characters in Origami King, but because in Sticker Star and Color Splash, it kind of felt like we were going alone in those games. Well,
it does kind of feel like that.
Except with the floating partner and everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it does kind of feel like that in Origami King a little bit too. But yeah, I mean, I can kind of see like with Bobby or Professor Toad and things like that. I can kind of see like they kind of fleshed out the idea of having like a companion character a little more.
I don't really think that counts. It kind of feels like you're going alone in that game. And in Origami King, you actually feel like you have companions. You actually have a group going together, even though like a lot of the partners are only in one world. It kind of feels like you're interacting with these different characters.
That was weird how they did that. I think like I mean I understand why, but it would have been nice if they actually like fully fleshed out the partner system. Like, why go part of the way when you can go all the way with that?
You actually feel like you're kind of like doing something. Like especially the interactions between like Kamek and Bowser Jr. and everything, and then also earlier in the game with Bobby. Like Bobby's a really good character, one of the best.
Yeah, I still stand by that Bobby was a pretty good character.
Characters, like ever since the old.
Also, I love that British Toad there.
So I feel like the characters are improving a lot, and people are having a big connection.
Yeah, that is fair. I did kind of realize that at the time, like that people really did like a lot of Origami King's characters, and there's a reason for that. Like they're actually well written and pretty fleshed out characters, I would say.
Like how they did in the Thousand Year Door. And if they
Not-
keep going
not
with this
fully,
trend
though.
of better characters and even like better companions, and hopefully the partners will actually do more in battle. Like I feel like partners were another really good inclusion that they brought back. Like they were a really good part to the story, and it doesn't really feel like they were thrown in as much as it seems like they were.
I mean, from a story perspective, they weren't thrown in, but from a gameplay perspective, it kind of seemed like a last minute thing to have like partners do anything in battle.
And if they keep going with this trend and have better designs for the characters, like I don't really think they could improve on the dialogue. The dialogue is really good, and then they improve their.
I mean, you could have less paper jokes. There's that.
Stories and everything like that, and have them controllable in battle. I feel like the next Paper Mario game could possibly do that and improve them.
Okay, it may sound like I was coping here, but like we ended up getting the Thousand Year Door remake in the end. So I mean that kind of that kind of did happen. But we're not sure what the next game will be, but come on, it's probably going to be like a game kind of going in the direction of Thousand Year Door.
And more. So I feel like the characters are really good and they're really engaging. And another thing with their like backstories and everything, Bobby has like a whole segment where he talks about his
Oh
backstory
yeah,
and
the
everything. And Captain
backstories
Toad is my
too.
favorite character in the game. Captain Toad is
Oh!
amazing.
I still stand by that too. Captain Toad is the best character in Origami King. It's the whole inspiration behind my character's outfit. So
There's a whole chapter leading up to finding him and talking about his history.
yeah, and it's partially like Captain Toad is like kind of really felt like a 64,000 Year Door character. That's part of why I like that character so
And
much,
then
even
you
though
can
his
find
design
out
wasn't the
throughout
best.
Game about what he did, and then Shangri-La's Spot even says like about how Captain Toad stole the submarine, like that was going between Diamond Island.
Yeah, that was
and
pretty
everything,
cool,
and the actual
too.
one that he uses. So there's just like a lot of backstory with these characters, which wasn't present in Sticker Star and Color Splash, and I feel like they're improving on that aspect. And another thing that they're improving on, like I touched on a little bit earlier, is the battle system. Sure, it doesn't have EXP, and that's something they really should change. But there's just, like I said earlier, there's no stickers and cards.
Up
And-
there I go again, kind of hinging my argument on the disposable attacks, even though that wasn't entirely what people were mad about.
Overall, I actually like the puzzle system.
And by like, I just kind of mean the general kind of feeling though.
it
And
wouldn't-
like I'm just saying that because like it was before I fully played through Thousand Year Door and kind of realized why the older system was so good. It wasn't fully because there were no disposable attacks.
been amazing if we just got like a regular RPG system like 64 the Thousand Year Door, but I feel like the puzzle system works. Like
Yeah, I do think it would. Like I do kind of like the puzzles. I wouldn't say in this game it fully worked though.
I'm not really sure.
The grid system was cool.
I really hope they just go back to one system, but just like for a one-time thing, it actually kind of worked. I actually kind of like doing the puzzle battle system and everything. I don't want it to keep changing. I want it to stay the same.
That's
but
fair.
Maybe in the future they could, like, maybe have like boss fights use the system because
Really? I was just saying they should just stick the one system, but then saying, oh, maybe boss fights could be different. No, just stick the one system.
I really like the how it changes up with the boss fights and everything.
I don't really like that in retrospect now. That is something that I really disagree with.
I really thought that was cool, and it really makes the game feel different and varied a lot throughout. But I feel like the normal battles could just be normal battles, and then the boss fights can maybe use like a different system, sort of like the puzzle system. I think that would be pretty interesting, but I would prefer if it went back to this.
Yeah, I think I've said most of the points in this video, so I'll go ahead and move on to the next one. I do agree with a lot of the things here, but I do feel like I was hinging too much of my argument on disposable attacks and kind of missed the point a little bit, but I mean, I was kind of right that Paper Mario was changing for the better, because it did. So, but let's move on. So, the next one is a sad grief. With Cregan and Snake Sane Cadge. Okay, house built 2 hours destroyed. I kind of had a stroke reading that title, but But this is another classic. This is another classic from 2015. And I love the Windows Movie Maker opening here. Sad grief. Oh, I love how it's just like just a little window here, and it's like grayscaled. What is even like the desktop background here? I don't even know what that's supposed to be. Like the Mario Party 6 PNG, just a couple like random images here. Another like 2000s Mario image there. I have like all these icons that like Windows 8 like automatically put on your computer. Different things, but I don't know why I just put it in this little window here. I mean, if I didn't know how to record full screen gameplay, at least like make it, at least crop it. Wait, let me see what that. Oh yeah, I didn't even like record the house being. Well, I mean, I didn't know it was gonna be griefed, obviously, but like. I don't know why I was like recording it after the fact. Let's see what the. It's not cool for a house that took 2 hours to be deleted. I'm assuming that other people I was playing with were around the same age as me. Can I help you rebuild it? Let's see. OMG. If this happens to other people, I would not recommend this server. What server was? I know this was probably just like a small like survival server, but like this is stupid. Yeah, I don't even. I think like there's like a hacker. I remember who this is now. I remember who this is now. Then play Trove. Then play Trove. Oh my god. I need to look this up real quick. I forgot what... Trove is like another game that came out around that time. Trove, yeah. Free-to-play, voxel-based action, MMO. Yeah, it came out that year, 2015. Gotta love the Trove reference. I remember... Yeah, this was like one of my friends, like in middle school, who like kept like bugging like me and my other friend about Trove. Like, Trove is this new awesome game. You gotta play Trove, guys. You gotta play Trove. I want to see someone in the comments who remembers Trove. Do any of you remember Trove? It just looked like a knockoff Minecraft to me. That game is gay. This is 2015. Like, okay. Was it? I think I was gonna say, it's horrible. It's horrible. You guys are no help, especially since you are the owners. Thanks. Oh, this was a server that I was partially running. Okay. Yeah, because I think this was like someone who got hacked here. Have fun with the server. They just rage quit. They just rage quit. Wow. We have all this lore going on in the chat here. I help rebuild the house. Will there what? Don't leave me hanging, Reecee. So the next video is called Kolski Games. So basically, this is a parody of Jablinski Games, Jack Black's YouTube channel that he had like a while back. So this is basically like a parody of Jack Black with King K. Rool. So let's see what this is about here. I think I need to turn the volume up a little bit.
Kolski Games.
When are we gonna have Jack Black as King K. Rool? I know he already voiced Bowser, but I want to Jack Black King K. Rool now.
Today,
Chicken jockey.
I finally got my Elgato capture card that I was waiting for like 7 months.
Oh yeah, this is when I got my Elgato capture card. Like this was around the time I got it, and I think I was referencing something like from one of his videos too.
Hey, what are you doing, Kirby?
I need to do something with this. Yeah.
Well, I guess I don't have my Elgato capture card anymore. I guess we're gonna have to go to the arcade. Come follow me, Kirby.
The K. Rool amiibo is like perfect for posing. Like I don't know what it is. It's just like I love this specific pose that like K. Rool does. I mean, I guess not posing, but like just moving around like this. It's just kind of funny. For like skits like this.
Hey guys, look at this one. It's my favorite one when I was a kid. Space Invaders. Hey Kirby, let's have you play it.
I love the
Alright,
chaotic
Kirby.
nature of Kirby here.
You are being a bad boy. I am going to take you to the orthodontist to get your hair cut.
Oh, I think that's kind of referencing like the vlog-esque things that like Jack Black did in
Come
those
on with
videos.
me. Alright,
Daruk amiibo.
so we're at the orthodontist to
I love how it was still playing Kirby Star Allies in 2019.
get his haircut. Mr. Doctor Guy, what does he have? He's been hitting the jewel too much.
Vaping reference, of course. Can't be a late 2010s video without it.
So he's developed the big gay.
Gotta love that casual homophobia, but this was late 2010s, so I'll just give myself a break.
Alright, Kirby. We're gonna take you to get burgers at the best place in town. Come on, Kirby. Let's go.
Alright.
the Fortnite reference there. Wow.
Where
This video is like a time capsule of like the late 2010s.
Kirby, take a bite.
This tastes like crap. Let's go somewhere else.
Yeah, let's get heading. Come on, Kirby. This game is one of my favorites.
We have,
because you
Donkey
have
Kong.
Donkey Kong, and that's what I like doing.
That is like the only like acknowledgement of like K. Rool's actual character is like in this part, saying that he likes to play Donkey Kong because it's about defeating Donkey Kong. I was also playing this with one hand too, 'cause I had the K. Rool amiibo in the other. Oh wait, I think like you could hear my computer making like sounds in the background. I don't know why. I think like I accidentally like have my like elbow on like the keyboard or something. I don't know.
Let's try
There's
one
like
more
something
time.
going on in the background.
Let's see this. Yep. Come on. Oh, okay. Okay, we're good. Okay, there we go.
I gotta love how it it cuts off at the
this
top
game
of the
is
screen
fun.
there.
But yeah.
I mean, it's
I
a
like it
skit.
because
I won't like. It doesn't really matter that much.
Donkey Kong. Okay, so yeah, that game is pretty awesome. Well, that was today's video. I will see you again in another one.
I don't even know what inspired me to make this. Maybe because I was a little obsessed with King K. Rool at the time, even though this video like didn't have anything to do with King K. Rool. But or also just because Jack Black is funny. But let's move on to the next video. Oh, here's another classic. If Kirby Star Allies was real. This was basically like a skit where I like a kind of a where I like reenacted things from like Kirby Star Allies, and it's pretty funny. Oh yeah, and I was playing Kirby. My friend was playing Waddle Dee. That's Nick. He's been on live streams before. I like how I just like pause. Am I even like pointing at him, or I don't know what I was doing there. Oh no, it was edited by my friend too.
Ooh, look, a friend power up.
Okay, not bad green screen explosion. And also for this part, I tried to like actually do a recorded part, but like they just had like basically in order for my friend to get this to work, we had to like take a picture of my brother, and just clipped into a PNG, and then just to have a picture of me standing in place, just with like a Kirby PNG slapped over it. Um, that's pretty funny. And it, like the aspect ratio just changes here. Couldn't even wear the hat that my brother was wearing to make it accurate to the Kirby games. Wow, 14-year-old Reecee. That's like you're missing a major element of the Kirby copy ability. Why are we fighting Bandana Waddle Dee? I just think that I think it's just like the PNG that my friend decided to use, but still think it's just pretty funny.
Okay, let's keep attacking it. Ah, it's still not working.
Finish him.
Because I think like Nick was like, I guess he's implied to be like Bandana Waddle Dee, because he just pulls the Jamba heart out of him
KO.
as like a Mortal Kombat reference. That's pretty funny. I guess like the shovel is like supposed to represent the spear. And I also have like the Master Sword from my Zelda or my Link costume that I wore the previous year.
Okay, what? You're a tree with a face? Come on, seriously.
Just your average talking tree. Nothing unusual.
Hey, tree, you're not thick.
Up. 2010s reference. Late 2010s meme reference.
And you smell like pee.
Isn't that like SMG4? Like that clip? I just love how goofy this is.
This game sucks.
No, you not.
Okay, in retrospect, Star Allies isn't even that good. So that's just kind of funny looking back on that. I think it like shows clips of like the yeah, like Nick B, like how it's just me like panning over like a shot of me holding 1-2 switch, and then my friend here, but so the second to last video we have here is my first collab that I did with Odyssey Central from 2019. So this is kind of another interesting little time capsule because we were predicting the DLC game styles we wanted to see, because totally game styles meant there were going to be more. Totally not coping, but it's pretty funny just like in retrospect, just seeing us like expecting like more like game styles when that never ended up happening. But we'll also like react to a little bit of Odyssey Central here too. So let's see what we have to say here.
It is very likely that we will have an update for Super Mario Maker 2 soon, and in one of the upcoming updates, we might have a new theme added. This really makes sense.
I think it was true that we did get an update like shortly after this, but it was like for the Master Sword, like Pokey, Spike.
An empty slot right next to the Super Mario 3D World tab.
Cope.
Extra game styles.
Cope.
Extra game styles is also plural, which means it's very likely that we could get a new game style,
Cope.
if not a couple of them. So I wanted to count down the top.
Honestly, it was kind of disappointing though. I will admit that we didn't get them.
5 game styles that should be added to Super Mario Maker 2. And also joining me in this video is Odyssey Central.
Hi everyone.
Old Odyssey logo jump scare. Old Odyssey logo jump scare. That's crazy.
I think it's very likely that we get a new game style here in
We
the
got
future
like 15-year-old Odyssey Central on here too.
for Mario Maker 2.
This is like a blast of the past here.
As already stated, there's an obvious blank area next to the 3D world style, and also in a tweet, Nintendo of America confirmed that more things will be coming to Mario Maker 2 in future updates.
Cope.
So I think a new theme is inevitable.
So let's go ahead and start this list.
Okay, that's the intro.
Number 5. Super
Mario 64. That's interesting. That's interesting. I'm gonna put it down just a little bit in case it's overpowering my voice, but yeah, I mean, I can understand, like, since 3D World kind of had like its style kind of translated into 2D. I mean, I guess like Mario 64 also kind of makes sense, but I'm surprised Odyssey didn't predict this one.
If Super Mario 3D World was included in Super Mario Maker 2, it would make a lot of sense if
This is one of his games
styles representing 3D Mario that would make its way into Super Mario Maker 2.
I mean, I love Mario
Super
64
Mario
too,
64 was the first 3D Mario game, and also the most iconic one. If this game style was added, the moveset would probably be similar to Super Mario 3D World, like with long jumps. But to make it more unique, they could also add the punch and kick. Most of the enemies from the other
and also
styles
Mario
are
64's physics as well.
Super Mario 64. Even the bully appeared in the Super Mario 3D World style.
That's fair.
The new enemies could include skeeters, sushi, or wops. The power-ups also work differently in Super Mario 64.
I'm surprised. Well, actually, honestly, I'm not that surprised, but like, I do think Womps could have worked already in Mario Maker, because they are in New Super Mario Bros. DS and 2.
And the different caps would probably substitute for the power-ups. So Super Mario 64 would definitely be an interesting one to see in Super Mario Maker 2.
Yeah, I kind of see what I meant here.
Number 4, Yoshi's Island. Now out of our choices,
Yoshi's Island actually would have been a really cool style, honestly.
this would definitely be the most different theme as well. It's technically a Yoshi game. Despite this, however, it works similar enough to normal 2D Mario.
And it is also called Super Mario World 2 in the original game, so...
games with Yoshi needing to go to the right to finish a level, that we think that it could work here. There would need to be a lot of new features to complement Yoshi's moveset, such as egg dispensers and new enemies such as Shy Guys and a personal favorite of mine, the Fuzzies. Although that would likely be a
Yeah,
nice
Yoshi's control levels. This is definitely even better than Mario 64, honestly. I mean, naturally, because it is a 2D game.
Either being Luigi, Toad, or Toadette. It would take a lot of work to do, but it would certainly be possible to make this work in Mario Maker 2. The only real problem...
You know what, Odyssey? I kind of want to see this in Mario Maker 3. You're really
is, again, it's
convincing me here.
Not a mainline Mario game. But still, considering how popular it is...
Some people would argue otherwise. There are a lot of people that argue that Yoshi's Island is a mainline Mario game.
It's still
You'd be surprised.
Number 3.
Okay, this one is a based pick. This one is pretty based with New Super Mario Bros. DS. I really hope to see this one at some point.
New Super Mario Bros. DS. I know
Better
this may
pick
be an
better footage for
unpopular
this, though.
opinion, but I feel that the original New Super Mario Bros. On DS is
Unpopular opinion. Am I peopling online here?
enough from New
People
Super
onlining.
Mario Bros. U to be considered a game style. In my opinion, any game after New Super Mario Bros. Wii has a style too similar to U.
Okay, that is fair, honestly, because I do think New Super Mario Bros. DS's aesthetic kind of stands out a lot more than U's. To the point where I feel like it is justified to be in like Mario Maker.
2. New Super Mario
So I still
Bros.
stand
DS
by that.
Also marked the return of 2D Mario games after a decade. So it brought many features that were in Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine.
That is true.
The game
Good example
also
with
has an
PD
interesting
Piranha.
art style that would work well in Super Mario Maker 2.
Also
Many of
true,
the
just what I
enemies
was
and
saying.
Items already exist as the standards for Super Mario Maker 2, but many of them are unique to New Super Mario Bros. DS. Enemies such as the Skeeter, Scuttlebug.
Oh yeah,
or
like
Hopper could be
the
specific
enemies
to
would have
this
been
game style,
pretty
even
cool.
though
Like
a
all
few
the
of them originated
all-
from Mario.
Yeah, also like DS has like a lot of unique enemies,
Mario
so I see my
64.
point there.
Specific items could include the blue shell, Mega Mushroom, or even the mini.
Oh, the blue
I
shell
would
would have
go for
been
the blue
nice.
shell, because it's a really good power and never appeared in another 2D Mario game since. It would be interesting if they brought back some of the bosses, such as Monty Tank or PD Piranha, since they were also unique to that game.
Number 2, Super Mario Odyssey.
Oh,
Now-
of course, of course.
Can't tell by my channel name, Mario Odyssey is my favorite game
course.
ever. So it'd go without saying that I'd be pretty excited for it to be added.
I think I made something. I made like a thing a while back about like Mario Odyssey and Mario Maker 2 as well.
for Mario Maker 2.
So Odyssey
Already a
Central wasn't
3D theme
alone
in
on
3D
this.
World, we know that this could be a possibility. Now, Odyssey would work a bit differently with how levels are structured, since you would have to be collecting moons instead of a flag. They could do this one of two ways. Either have a moon always placed at the end, like Mario 3's box, or let the player place it anywhere they want to in the level. The latter would be pretty annoying, so I'd actually prefer the former with it always being at the end. Mario would
Okay.
also retain a lot of his movement from this game, like
Yeah,
bomb jump.
I think that's a pretty interesting idea here. I guess it's kind of similar to like my Mario 64 kind of idea. Like I like how we like are translating like two 3D games. I guess it's because of like 3D World's inclusion.
Rolls, spin jumps, etc. And of course, what would Mario Odyssey theme be without Cappy? Using this, Mario would be able to capture a ton of enemies and objects, which could lead to some very unique
That would
levels,
actually be
areas,
pretty
and
cool,
maybe
like implementing Cappy into Mario Maker.
even some clear conditions, like where you have to keep a Goomba.
So you
Speaking of
were cooking, Mr. Central.
enemies, the style would likely retain many common enemies such as Goombas, but also include new ones such as the T-Rex, Gushin, Pokio, and maybe for bosses they could even include the Broodals. Also for power-ups, this theme could use the hearts and big hearts to restore a player's health. There's truly so many possibilities for this theme that it'd be impossible to cover them all here. However, how likely
But
is this theme?
the thing is, we still were coping pretty hard at this time. Like we're like Mario 64, Mario Odyssey for level themes. That still is. We still.
Well, it would likely be hard for the Switch to run such a complex theme and let the player be able to edit it. But it certainly wouldn't be impossible, especially
I
considering
mean,
the
I don't
numerous
think it would be that hard, honestly. Like especially if it was like since they were able to get 3D World to work.
2D parts in Odyssey. But either way, I'd love to see this style get in.
Number 1, Super Mario
Okay,
Bros.
yeah. My like my dreams were shattered just a couple months later when they revealed that Super Mario Bros. 2 mushroom. That was really funny because this was like the most obvious thing for them to add.
This was going to be a new style added to Super Mario Maker 2.
I mean, even though it works a lot differently, it still like seemed like something Nintendo would have done, and they were planning it too. They were
After
planning
all,
on
the game is called-
adding it. So it was kind of disappointing that they didn't put Super Mario Bros. 2 in here.
Super Mario
This is like really the least copy options in here.
Maker 2. And I thought it would be obvious that we were getting
so
the
this
Super
one is
Mario
really
Bros. 2
fair.
game style. Super Mario Bros. 2 is significantly different from the other 2D Mario games, but still has the basics, such as ground, semi-solids, warp doors and pipes, and it also has bombs. Many of the objects
It has bombs.
that are not in the other game styles could be translated.
I think this was before they added Pokies. Then we made this, so that's why I only mentioned bombs.
Different ones that are unique to Super Mario Bros. 2. The enemies for this game style could be Shy Guys, Ninjas, Tweeters, Trouters, Sniffits, and Piggins. Items that could be included
I
in
mean,
this
I
game
didn't have
style
the list through them. I think that's already kind of implied.
could be vegetables or cherries. Instead of Bowser Jr. and Boom Boom, there could be Wart,
Okay, at least I like kind of mentioned like analogs for each of the other things in the other game styles.
Bowser,
I guess that kind of makes
and
sense.
Birdo. This game style would also be different because it would definitely be like a really good inclusion to Super Mario.
It's different because it's a really good inclusion. I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like I kind of messed up on the script at this part a little bit.
2. And Super Mario Bros. 2 is such an iconic Mario game, and it really does.
At least I didn't go, did you know Super Mario Bros. 2 is a reskin version of Doki Doki Panic? At least I did
make
say
sense
that.
It's just Super Mario Bros. And Super Mario Bros. 3, and they didn't have Super Mario Bros. 2 in between them. I would really like to see one of these styles added
Okay,
into
it's
the
just
game.
the
And it
outro
would-
here, but yeah, that was a pretty solid little kind of ranking of like potential styles. Even though it was like a little bit of cope in there, but still, I mean, we were hopeful at the time. That was before the pandemic happened. We were still kind of in a good mood. But let's look at the final video here. We're going to go all the way back to September 2nd, 2015 is when I uploaded this. But we have a screaming Spongebob here. This is Crazy Things in Minecraft, my second ever video after the history of Microsoft Windows. I mean, the history of Microsoft Windows wouldn't be that interesting to react to, so this is my first, like, actual kind of gaming video. But this is crazy. I remember, like, I just whipped this video together the day I created the channel, and I was like, I need something interesting to upload on here. So I was like, ooh, let's do crazy things that I know in Minecraft. Man, this is making me nostalgic now. Yeah, because I do the, like, the dinner bone tag on here. Also, with the music, I think I edited it in. I don't think I was actually recording the sound here. You also gotta love the 2 frames per second gameplay here as well. Yep, dinner bone. I can't believe this is 10 years old now. This is crazy. I mean, like, at the same time, though, yeah, I could tell that this does feel like 10 years ago. But, like, I remember, like, just whipping this video together in Minecraft 1.8.7. Crazy things in Minecraft. Oh, I'm gonna, wear the pumpkin next. Oh, my Garfield skin. I remember that too. Yeah, I think I, like, took someone's, like, Garfield skin that they, like, made on one of those websites, like, added a blue shirt to it, but I only added, like, the blue shirt on, like, one side of it. But, yeah, that was my reaction to a lot of my older videos here. That was pretty fun. Just, I've changed a lot since then, so it's kind of interesting, like, looking back at, like, how I was when I was a lot younger, like in middle school or high school, making these videos. But, yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to check out my Discord server and Blue Sky if you want to. Stay perky!